Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do July favorites. I had to think about it. It's been a while since I've done a favorites video because I don't know, I was just uninspired. I wasn't using new products. If it's not truly a favorite, I'm not about to film a video and do like a favorites video. Does that make sense? Okay, so first things first, let's talk about what's on my lips. This is a favorite this month. This is the Jeffree Star Rose Madder Liquid Lipstick, and it is just the beautiful, most perfect shade of pink. It has just enough pink in it to where it is a pink, but just enough nude in it to where it's wearable because I'm not much of a pink wearer. One thing about this shade too is I feel like it makes your lips look more full because like my best friend was like, girl, what do you have on your lips? And I was like, Rose Madder, that's what it is. I love this stuff. So definitely check that out. If you can get your hands on it, grab it. Another thing that's a favorite this month is something that I set out for because I have watery eyes. And this is the House of Lashes eyelash adhesive. It is in a little tube like this. It's really pretty. Like when I got it, I was like, oh my god, it's so pretty. It's like iridescent in the tube. It's so crazy. But it's actually a brush applicator, which I really love because I have learned how to not goop up my glue onto my lashes, which in turn makes your lashes life a little bit longer. I worked to a funeral because I wanted to test the waterproof claim on there. It is waterproof. What's crazy about this is that when you put it on and then you put your lash down, you feel like that sucker is your eyelashes. Like it's just so, you can just tell that it's so gluey. This stuff is foolproof. I love it. So definitely check this out if you're in the market for a lash glue. The only thing I don't like about this is that the packaging is a little messy. I don't know, the product itself is actually a runnier glue. When you smush this back in there, if you're not careful, you'll sploosh glue out, which is what I did, and so it kind of got on the lid there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, it's kind of nasty, but anyway, so this is good stuff. I really like it, and I like that it's small so you can take it with you. The other thing that I love this month is a brush. It is the Morphe E3 brush. Now I hesitated mentioning this because I do know that they reformulated their brushes. Is that even possible? Like, what? I don't even know. I don't know if that's possible to reformulate a brush, but basically what they did was they discontinued all of their E stands for Elite. So they discontinued all of their Elite brushes, and then they just recently came out with the Elite 2. I don't know if they have this brush in that collection, and that was my hesitation, but I'm sure they have something like it. Surely they do. It is just a dome shaped, and it's fluffier on the outer edges, so they're pretty densely packed here at the ferrule, and then they all kind of fan out and then they taper in, which makes them very forgiving, I guess you could say. And you dip this into, I have been using this as a bronzer brush, and I just do like this number, like around, and it just works so well with the bronzer. I don't know, I feel like it just, because of that point, it gets into that contour space, so you don't have to go in with another brush and do like a harsh contour. I'll just use this brush and just touch those areas, and it looks like I contoured, but I didn't. I just messily threw on my bronzer with this brush. So it's actually the ticket. So if they have their E3 brush, I'm sure it's even bigger and better than this one. But definitely check out the Morphe Elite collection because those brushes are surprisingly really good. Jaclyn Hill, first of all, can we all just take a moment of silence for how freaking amazing she is. She is just beautiful. From the inside out, she is so inspiring, and I just love her. I just love her. So this is a liquid shimmering skin perfector, and you just pump it out with this pump, and you can put it on. Normally I'll do like my full face and do the cream contour, then I'll go in with some liquid highlight, which is this, and you can actually see it today. I put it on before I do any type of powdering, and it's just so beautiful. It literally, once you put it on, it just melts into your skin. I just go in with the dampened beauty blender, and I just pump it out on my hand, dab the beauty blender in there, and just on all the places that I want to highlight, and it just goes on, blends in perfectly. It's a very creamy formula, so it blends very, very evenly. You don't have to work a whole lot at it. You just slap it on there, blend it in, and you're done. Not a lot of thought as far as how to use this product. It is beautiful. And then you top it with a powder, and you can even leave it like that. It shines through just as much with that. I actually purchased this because it is Champagne Pop, and Champagne Pop to me, it is very universally flattering. You can use it on any skin tones and it will flatter anyone. I feel like it's just a perfect tone. You can't go wrong. First of all, the packaging, which is the Becca original packaging. What I love, this little things in life, folks, is the embossed Becca little lid that's on top of it's the cap, and it's on the very, very top. I freaking love that. It looks like the compacts. To me, that is just going the extra mile for detail, and I pay attention to stuff like that, and I love it. The next item is a foundation, and I held up this little guy like this is the foundation. It actually is. I went and got a sample. I got matched for my color, and this is the Ever So Popular. Oh my god. I just spilled foundation on me. This is the Ever So Popular Estee Lauder Double Wear, and I am in the shade Tawny. This is the actual one that I bought. I have not broken into this one yet because I hadn't run out of my sample, but I'm actually at the bottom of my sample, and I just spilled the remainder of my sample on my shirt that I'm wearing right now. So, there goes this shirt, and there goes this sample. But anyways, I have been using this, and my go-to foundation when I am going to an event is going to be my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I am a dry-skinned girl, so for me that is a go-to. It makes my skin look flawless and porcelain and airbrushed and beautiful, and so that is what I always go to. Now, it is summertime, and it is hot as everything outside, and so when I found this, I was actually really excited because it is more of a matte finish. This stuff is right up on the top shelf with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, because in the summertime, if I know I'm going to be somewhere where my face is going to be melting off, I am going to grab this guy. It does not go anywhere. I highly, highly recommend this stuff. It is just so, so beautiful. It's very full coverage. It is more of a matte for a dry girl like me. I'm not like dry, patchy girl, but I have dry skin, so I have to moisturize a little extra underneath just to give my skin a little bit more mobility. If I don't, I'll get that kind of tight feeling. Nothing that is, you know, just going to turn me off completely. It is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I don't know if I said that so. So the next item I'm going to talk about is something that I've probably mentioned before, but it's something that I use every single day, and I've never purchased a makeup product more than I've purchased this. This is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Do you see that? Do you see that? So normally I have to repurchase this because of this middle shade. This is the absolute perfect bronzer ever. Like, I don't know what it is about it. It's the tone and the blendability of it that just gives it to me. It is amazing. I don't know what it is about that bronzer that I find to be just the best all the way around. I have used plenty of bronzers. I have a whole drawer of bronzers over there, and every single time I go back to the Kat Von D, I cannot live without it because it looks so natural. It is so, so beautiful, and I cannot get enough. I really wish that they would sell that in a separate pans where you could just purchase the pans, because it's so good that I run out of this one all the time, and then I run out of the banana shade. Is also really, really good, and then this one, obviously. This one I don't hit pan on as much because I don't use it as liberally as I use the others. But anyways, I purchased a new one, and it's sitting right here, and I thought to myself, you know what? This is the third palette, and I have them all still, so that is a favorite. The next one is also a favorite. It is from the drugstore, and it is amazing. It is something that I actually have in my makeup kit. I am a freelance makeup artist, and I do weddings, and I do prom makeup, and all sorts of things. This is a blush that I keep in my kit because it is so universally flattering, and it doesn't matter who I put it on. It looks different on all skin tones, and it's amazing for myself. It's a go-to blush for me. It is Milani's Luminoso. if you see this in the drugstore, pick it up and buy it. Buy 2 of them, actually. It's just so, so beautiful. I do not have it on today. It is just the perfect shade of coral. And it has a little bit of sheen to it, but not too much sheen to where you feel like you can't top it with a highlighter, because sometimes there's so much sheen in a blush that when you put the highlighter on top, it almost looks kind of slippery, like this situation that I have going on today. I don't dislike my makeup today, but I do feel like I look a slight bit oily. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, this does not do that to me. This is, again, the Luminoso blush by Milani from the drugstore. Pick it up. We're going to go on to some liquid lipstick again. These are 2 shades, and they are both by Jouer in the shades Cerise and Fraise Bonbon. Fraise Bonbon specifically, which is the deeper shade here. There's something about this shade that is just so, so pretty. First of all, it has a blue undertone. So any type of blue undertone liquid lipstick like this is going to make your teeth look whiter, for one. And don't we all want that? Yes. So this stuff is so, so good. It's like a moussey formula. You put it on just like any liquid lipstick. And it's a very thin formula, but there's so much pigmentation. You don't need anything but a little light thin layer. It's comfortable. You don't even know it's there. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful red shade. And I feel like it's just that classic red, and to me, you don't find enough of those shades. Like, you find a red, but it's just a red. Like, this is just a true, just beautiful red. I feel like it's almost like a blood red, because our blood in our bodies is blue before it is exposed to oxygen. So I feel like this is our blood once it's exposed to oxygen. Is that weird? Okay. I don't know. So I cannot say enough good things about these Jouer liquid lipsticks. Check them out. Next, I have a new brow thing that I've been doing, and I've been getting compliments on my brows. I have thicker brows, so I have to work with what I've got. I like brows. Brows frame your face. Brows also are a sign of youth, in case you did not know that. Well, with my hair being red, it's not natural, in case you didn't know. I wanted something that would pull a little bit more red onto my eyebrows, so I picked up the shade Dip Brow Pomade in Auburn, and it is still a brown shade, but it pulls a little bit red. And I can go more bold with this or not, and it just really, I feel like, complements the two. To me, I don't want my eyebrows to ever look like they're drawn on. Sometimes they are more intense than others. I just don't like that really like drawn on look, and so I really, really like this. That's why I was scared to get this, is because I thought that it would give me that drawn on look, but it's really not. You can make it look very natural, and I'm very, very impressed with this. So if you are scared to try the Dip Brow Pomade, don't be afraid. But I do recommend that you get this brush with it. This is the Anastasia of Beverly Hills number 14 brush, and it's just a small little angled brush with a little spoolie on the end, and it's just really easy to get in there. I really like it just for, you know, just filling them in. And I spot clean this brush so that I can have more of a fresh application. Last but certainly not least, we're going to go talk about this Nubian palette, which is actually starting to get a lot of hype here on YouTube. And I love it. I'm actually wearing the Nubian palette on my eyes today. It's something that I'll reach for to just give my eye dimension and just be done, or like today where I did a full look. These shadows are so pigmented. They are so creamy. Normally shades like this, the really, really shimmery ones, go on better onto your eye if you apply with your finger. Not in this case. These shadows are so pigmented that I stick a brush in there, and they, like you can see on my lid, that shimmery shade, it is that pigmented, and I used a brush to apply that. So a lot of times you lose a little bit of pigment with brush swatches. Not in this case. This is an amazing palette. It is a warm girl's dream. There's a lot of warm colors. There are 4 mattes, and the rest are shimmers. Some are more of a satin shimmer, and others are like true, like glittery shimmers. But all across the board, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful palette. And that is the Nubian palette by Juvia's, is what it says, but I'm pretty sure it's Juvia's Place online. So anyways, that wraps up this month's favorites. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you spread the word, share it with your friends, tell everybody, tell them to subscribe and like and comment and be a part of this family, because we are going to grow, and we are going to grow. So you might as well just go ahead and be a part of the movement. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be kind to one another, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all. If I was a singer, I would have my microphone look like a makeup brush. So folks, this is not only good for bronzing, this is good for a microphone. Those are my lights. I just probably tore them up. That's nice. Don't be afraid of the Dip Brow Pomade. That rhymes! Do you see that highlight? Yes. Yes, girl, we see it.